Hey guys, and welcome back to another predictions video. And in today's video I'm going to be predicting the Ponce versus Matias fight. If you are new around here though and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you do like the video, and let's get straight into it. So going into this fight, Ponce is 13-0 with 20 KOs and Matias is 18-1 with 18 KOs. This fight is for the vacant IBF World Super Lightweight Championship. Ponce's last fight was a win via TKO in round 3 versus Odadzi. And Matias' last fight was revenge from his defeat in 2020 as he beat Ananian via stoppage in round 9. I mean, the fact that he's got the 18 KOs and the 100% KO ratio kind of shows his dominance with most fights, and to be able to get revenge from a fight which he lost shows that he's also improved. He's now better than the fighter he once was, and that's something I always like to see. It doesn't always happen, especially at the kind of under 20 fights range, under 20 win range, the rematches. But I do appreciate a good rematch, and especially when the result changes and there is a dominant victor. One of the people, Matias is a powerful pressure puncher who will wear you down. I mean, all that's kind of shown in the fact that he is 18-0 with 18 KOs. That pressure, that power. He's just going to stand and bang with you, and like he does most of his opponents, he will walk and wear you down if you aren't willing to try and stand and bang, which, I mean, I wouldn't even recommend myself. The thing of Matias is he's not got great defense. He's very open for countering at times, and that attack does mean he doesn't come with much defense, and his movement isn't great, his defensive movement. And the thing is, he does struggle to cut off the ring a bit. The fact that he does want to come forwards and does want to be in the centre, that should probably be a main focus of trying to cut off the ring and stopping people being able to get out and then get counter punches off from there. But I mean, for the moment, his attack is great, so he uses his great combinations and his one punch KO power to be able to stop his opponents. And them combinations, they don't always hit, like, he's accurate and he doesn't always hit his head, or it can hit like your arm or something, but that can still hurt a lot. And he's shown that in his previous fights. Ponce is an active, powerful fighter who also likes to fight on the inside and does want to come forward. Similar kind of fighters to Matias, arguably a bit more technical. He'll utilise his other shots a bit more. I mean, he doesn't overly use his jab. I'd say he's a bit more accurate than Matias. Not as powerful, I'd say, but he's still both very good fighters and a very good matchup because they're both similar fighters, and that's something I always like to say. Same with the Neri versus Hovhannissian fight. That's why that fight was so good last week, but they're just so similar. But yeah, similarly, defensively, Ponce is kind of the same to Matias. They both use their attack as defense. They don't really care too much about the defense. They're not really overly trying to move around or anything like that. But I think if they did want to do that and Ponce did want to counter, he possibly could. I don't think he will, and it probably will end up becoming a war, which, I mean, for a neutral in this fight, I ain't complaining for, because it'll make it more entertaining. But Ponce is the favourite for this fight, and I think that Matias will win by a KO in round 10. I think it's that power. Like I said, I think Matias has probably got the more power and is used to being in a war more than Ponce, and will just, if Ponce wants to come and stand and bang, Matias will be all up for that, and he'll be all over that, and yeah, he'll be able to get a late KO. I still think it'll be a good fight, a tough fight for both fighters. But yeah, Matias' power, I just think, will be too much. And now I've got a few names of who he might fight next. I mean, I wanted somebody to test Barboza Jr. I really like him as a fighter, and I think he should be getting a really tough test, and I think this could be. Prograis, I believe he said some stuff to Matias. Prograis have gone back and forth in the past. I'm not certain on that, so don't quote me on that. But if they have, and still either way, that's a great fight. And Paro, if Paro wins his upcoming fight, that could be for the belt. Matias, if he wants one of the belts. Paro, I believe, has a world title. I'm pretty sure he does. But yeah, that is it for today's video. Hope you did enjoy. Like the video if you didn't, like the video, subscribe if you're new, and thanks for watching.